Hey welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade granola for your parfait, yogurt and all of that, or something that you can just snack on. So I'm going to show you how to make it if you want to use it for your parfait, or how to make it if you want to snack on it. With very simple ingredients, we are going to be making our granola today. The first ingredient we have here is rolled oats. While there are different types of oats in the market, when you want to make this, make sure you're opting for rolled oats, the gluten-free oats, so that with this granola snack you can actually use it for weight loss, you can use it for diabetic patients, you could use it for whatever you want to use it for, and it's still going to be healthy. Next I have is my cashew nuts. You can use any nuts you like, most likely cashew nuts, almond nuts and all of that. And then I have my raisins. I'm using this mixed dry fruit, usually used for cake baking, and that is what most people use, and it's really nice and I like it. It's sweet to eat. And then I'm going to be using coconut flakes. I bought this sweetened coconut flakes. You can also use the unsweetened ones, or you could even flake your coconut, your fresh coconut yourself, and roast it. And then lastly I have my honey. Here I'm using farm unadulterated honey. If you're very health conscious, then you should watch out for your honey supply. I'm going to be leaving the link of my own honey supplier in the description box, so you can check that out after watching this video. So next I'm going to get my pan ready for roasting. I'm going to make the pan hot first, and then I'll go in with my rolled oat. The reason is because the oat is raw, and so we need to roast it a bit to make it cooked. And also I don't like oats, so I would want to make it palatable enough for me to eat very well. So I'm going to be roasting these oats until they are crispy. While your oats are on heat, you need to give it a continuous stirring. If not, it's going to start burning. So you have to make yourself available to keep mixing this, and make sure that it's on very low heat. If the heat is too high, it's going to burn the oats. So after roasting the oats for about 2 to 5 minutes, I am going to add some honey into it. This honey will actually help to sweeten the oats, also make it brown, because I do not like the idea of the white oats, and also help it to become more crispy. Now if you're adding your honey, make sure to add your honey bit by bit. Do not add a whole cup of honey at once. And even if you want to use more honey in your own recipe, make sure to add all the honey bit by bit. Make sure the first set dries before you add the next set. If not, it's going to be very difficult for you to roast the oats to become crispy again. So after roasting for about 15 to 20 minutes and the oat is already brown like this, then you can check whether it's crispy enough to continue with the rest ingredients. Make sure it is dry, because if it is not, it may start growing molds after some time. What I mean is that it may spoil quickly. So if you want to keep this for a long time, make sure that the oats are completely dry and crispy. So see how this is. The oats are completely dry, crispy, and I could literally eat them from the pot. Ordinarily I won't be able to eat the raw oats, but from now I believe that it could be chewable. So once that is completely achieved, I'm going to add the coconut chips. Now if you're using the raw coconut without being toasted like this, then you should toast it before you add it into. Do not add fresh coconuts, fresh grated coconut or whatever in here directly. You should roast it and make sure it's completely dry and crispy again before adding it into this phase. Next, I'm adding the fruit. Now the fruit has been preserved, so it's not something that needs too much roasting. I'm also adding the cashew nut. The cashew nut is also dry and already crispy, so it would not need too much toasting, and that is why I am adding them at this point. So after this, I am just going to give this one last toast before it is ready for your parfait. Now if you're making this for eating your yogurt or parfait and all of that, then it is ready at this point. Okay, so you could just store it into a dry container and make sure it's airtight. You can store this for a long time on your shelves. Just serve them on your preferred snack, dessert or meal, maybe your parfait, your yogurt or whatever. Now if you want to eat this as a normal snack, you know it's going to be difficult for you to just eat this, hold this in your hand, especially for the oats that are small, they can just fall off and all that, and you wouldn't want to eat this with a spoon. So it is important that if you want to snack on them, then you would further toast them with honey. For me, I made this for both eating my yogurt and also snacking them on for breast milk supply. So I am going to continue toasting this with more honey so that it becomes a snack that holds itself together, and it will be easier for me to pick on and snack on, and also easy for me to eat with my yogurt. Now when you decide to add honey like this, make sure that you're ready for the work of stirring, because you wouldn't want the whole granola thing to get burnt, and you also want the honey to do its job. So you have to turn consistently on low heat, and don't be tempted to raise the heat because you're going to get all your granola burnt. Also, don't be tempted to leave your kitchen, because at the end of the day your snack may get dark. Another thing is using a wider pot. I think that will help, because I had to transfer this pot again into something wider. When all the snack gets to touch the bottom of the pot, the hot pot, it helps it to get roasted on time. And you know, the diameter of the pot as well helps the turning, the mixing to be, you know, easier. So you could use a wider pot for this if you can. And if you're making this for commercial, I think you can use a very big pot with wider diameter to, you know, roast your granola. So this is how I'm going to roast it until it gets dry and chunky. And after roasting for around 30 minutes, I thought I finally got what I wanted. Yeah, around 30 minutes. It took more time and more energy because it contained more honey, and this was how it's, you know, I got it to look like after mixing for around 30 minutes. If you notice, the oats are no longer standing on their own. They have become in chunks. They become together because of the honey, and the rest of the nuts have also, you know, become chunky with the oats. Another thing I did was to reserve some of the coconut flakes and the cashew nuts, so that I added it at the end of this mixing. So we had some that were already in it and they are well roasted, and then because they are still dry, I added some at the end so that they could, you know, help the granola to stay floated, so that it could be good for both parfait and also to snack on. And so this was what I got, and it was very yummy. Trust me, if you make this by yourself, you're not buying any granola outside again. I promise you. This was too sweet. Note there was no sugar in it, but yet it was very good to snack on ordinarily, and it was also amazing to eat with the parfait or yogurt. So after roasting till this point, I decided to transfer this into my airtight dry container, and that's the end of this content. If you would give this a try, let me know in the comment section if this was worth trying. Also let me in the comment section. For me, it was worth trying, just that I tried it at the wrong time where I had too much guests in my house, and so it got finished when I never expected it to. And for me, I feel like making this yourself is actually still cheaper than buying it already made like this from the store. And trust me, you're not going to see something like this to buy at a random store. You're just going to see a few things not well roasted, not well sauced with honey like this, and all of that. If you try this, give me your honest feedback. Trust me, I believe it's going to be a positive one. Now, this snack is okay for you if you're breastfeeding. It's going to help to make your breast milk supply increase, and also if you're diabetic, this is a very good snack for you. Also, you can use this to eat your parfait and all of that. If you're also trying to lose weight, this is an absolutely beautiful snack for you. And if you're also somebody who's looking up for a healthy snack that is not going to make you fizzy, obese and all that, then this is absolutely a great choice for you. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumb up, and also like, share and stay up with me on this channel. I'll see you in the next one. For now, take care and bye.